Hey, welcome back to our How's the Market segment. We're going to start by looking at our number of listings in the city right now.
Oil first.
Oil first.
Yeah, let's do oil first.
Oil first. Sorry, oil first.
Oil
rallied. You're right. Oil's up.
Oil rallied last week.
That's true.
On Friday, up 9%. So take us through it.
Okay, the price of oil went up. We're at $32.25. And the Canadian dollar, did the Canadian dollar rally a little bit?
It did. A little bit, yeah.
70.78 cents.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's good too.
As far as the number of listings go in Calgary, we're at 5102. Now that is up from 4849. In Red Deer, they actually went down from 520 down to, they went down from 572 to 520, which is good. How about the months of inventory?
Months of inventory, right now we're at 8.02, so buyer's market. Single family, we're at 6.52, and condos we're sitting at 10.25.
As far as surrounding areas go, this one is a little bit interesting. Okotoks is sitting at 7.62, which is right around what we would expect it compared to Calgary. Airdrie, always being the trend, doing really well, 5.25 months of inventory. Cochrane, 7.97 months of inventory. Red Deer is 8.81 months of inventory. And I want to talk about Strathmore a little bit. You can see on the slide here, Strathmore is sitting at 34.67 months of inventory. Strathmore's having a bit of a rough go right now. They've had 3 sales, 3 in the last 30 days, and they have 104 listings. So before we were talking about how they had 6 sales in the last 30 days, that has not improved, and it's now they've only had 3. We do expect this to pick up a little bit, but Strathmore is
buyer's market in Strathmore. We should put an offer in on a place on in
Strathmore
right now.
Strathmore is taking a bit of a hit right now. So we'll see what happens. But if you look at seasonality, that's probably contributing to that quite a bit. So we'll see how it all plays out. But 3 sales over the last 30 days and 104 listings means it's a 34 months of inventory, which I haven't seen in a while. So
we're talking about.
Yeah.
Benchmark price, we're sitting at $448,800.
Yeah. As far as in the news goes, I do want to speak to the jump that oil had a little bit.
Yeah.
Lots of places. This is actually a funny story. I had a tenant one time, and she had I looked at her hot water tank, and my furnace had actually shut off, and she said, "Lindsay, how do we replace the oil?" And I'm like, "What do you mean?" And because the house was cold, she's like, "Well, I'm sure the tank is just empty." And she didn't understand. She was from out east, and they use heating oil here. Yeah. They use heating oil to heat their houses. So one of the things that happened on the eastern coast is when the storm ended up hitting, people believed there'd be an excess need for heating oil, which caused oil to jump. And also there was the central bank gave a perspective. They gave an indication they might be adding some stimulus. So the 2 factors, increased demand plus stimulus to stabilize the market, or potential stimulus, speculation of that, made oil jump by 9%. Unfortunately, they kind of expect it to be a bit of a temporary jump. I haven't looked this morning yet.
That East Coast storm one would be a little temporary.
Yeah, that we expect it to sort of come back, but it was a 9% jump on Friday, so that was that.
I don't know if anybody watched the news coverage for the storms that hit. And I mean, for sure in a couple of places, I mean, there was a lot of snow. And obviously, the infrastructure that you have to deal with snowstorms is what will make and break you, not necessarily the amount of storm that you got. But it was any given Tuesday in Canada for the 48 hours of the storm in the east. So it's a little bit funny.